The train, for its type, is the most powerful vehicle on land, and the engines of Sodor are the power behind the docks, industries and branch lines that make up the world-renowned North Western Railway. These are the stories of Sodor. "1965 was a very hard time for us engines. Some of us were lost, including our number one. Brendam Docks was damaged by the munitions disaster, and the Kildane scrapyard was destroyed. It was full steam ahead for us engines to rebuild everything. However, something that was harder to rebuild was our mental state. A lot of us were depressed by the loss of our fallen friends, most notably Percy. He was absolutely devastated over his best friend's death. Until Sir Topham Hatt bought replacement engines, which is a story for another day. Percy had to take Annie and Clarabelle, and unfortunately, depression had affected his work. He pulled his train at a crawl, meaning he was late. 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103. Okay. No need to wait any longer and count like you're some sort of third grader. 103 seconds late. Where have you been, lazy bones? Oh dear. I'm so melancholic over Thomas's death. No one understands my case. You don't know how much I suffer. Rubbish. You're too fat. You need exercise. Oh, come on, Henry. Aren't you depressed over our friend's death as well? Yes, but it doesn't affect my workload. Excuse me, you have to double your goods trains now. How's it not affecting your workload? That's not what I meant, you idiot. Depression doesn't justify laziness. You're a real prat, Henry. Crash into another brake van and get sent to Darlington again. Then we'll have some peace and quiet. What did you say, you green caterpillar with red stripes who crawls like one too? I don't. Who's been late every afternoon this week? You know what? Forget crashing into a brake van. Throw yourself off a cliff at Caldy Fell. What now? You've left your guard behind. Oh, God, man. Oh, crap. You moron. Sorry, Colin. That's the third time this week. Right then, Percy. Time to go. And this time, don't leave your train behind. Fuck off! Oh dear, this can't be good. And I'm afraid it wasn't. Soon, market day came. The harbour yard was filled with the sweet smell of fruit from faraway land. Sir Topham Hatt put two of his engines in charge of taking the fruit to all the markets, those being James and Peckett. Both engines watched as strawberries, oranges, melons and bananas were carefully loaded onto their trucks at the both harbours. On that day, Peckett set off from Brendam with a train of fruits. How's the situation? More to worry about than being covered in fruit. Your driver has a few cracked ribs from jumping clear, but your fireman didn't jump in time, so he's pretty injured as well. At least they're alive. What do you mean? Peckett's guard. Bruce Wayne, was it? Is he okay? No. He's dead. No. Yes. You crashed into the brake van, killing him. Did he have a family? I don't want another sabotage of a child of a killed guard. He did have a fiancée. Not again! Why did you crash? I wasn't paying attention. I feel so miserable over Thomas dying. I see. I'm not a licensed therapist, so I can't really help you. But I know someone who can. Really? Yes. Sir Topham Hatt has ordered some new engines as replacements, and Mickey's is already here. I'll take you to the works. Oh, hello, Edward. What are you doing? Just getting a repaint. I heard there's a new fire and rescue chief. Where is he? Looks like you spoke too soon. No. I don't believe it. Is that Albert? Why, yes it is. Hello, Edward. Long time no see, eh? Why, yes indeed. How are you, old boy? I thought you were a shunter. Yes, I was. But when I visited Sodor in 1951, I saw Mickey putting out a fire while shunting. I was fascinated, so once my visit had ended, I went back to my old railway, and a month later, our old fire and rescue chief had died. And what made it worse was that she was my wife, and we had tied the knot the literal day before. Apparently, she had an extreme case of metal fatigue. She was coughing a lot during the wedding. She told me she didn't clean her smoke box, and that was why. But it wasn't. All it took was one crash at a sharp bend, falling on her side, and she was out. Oh dear, that must have been rough. Wait. Hold on a second. When did you get married? October 1951. I thought marriage between non-faceless vehicles became public in 1958. On the island of Sodor, maybe. But in August of 1951, Emily visited our railway and told me about her relationship with Henry and how they were married. All of us engines were fascinated with the idea of engines being married, that it soon spread, and I couldn't pass the opportunity with my girlfriend, Katniss. Pity we didn't even spend 24 hours married. Anyway, after she died, I asked my controller if I could be her replacement as a fire and rescue chief. My controller agreed, so I started practice and became a chief. Once I heard my inspiration had died, I was sad. And you fit the role as a chief and a hero too. Remember back in World War II, when you pulled some oil wagons out of the yard to prevent an even bigger explosion? You were a great hero. Indeed. Are you sad about Mickey now? Yes, I am, but I know how to deal with my sadness. That's because you're a therapist and know how to get rid of your depression. I'm not. You have depression? Yes, I do. Thomas died. He was my best friend, and so obviously I'd be depressed. I see. Well, I see there's no time to rest. I have my first patient. I like to keep busy. First, can you tell me what Thomas meant to you and about your friendship? Yes, I shall. We first met in 1934 when I arrived. Quite unexpectedly. He, along with Toby, were the ones who showed me the ropes, and Thomas even gave me a full tour of his branch line. He was my dearest friend, because he made me the shunter I am today, and was kind, but still cheeky and sometimes mischievous with miserable middies. But he always meant well. One night in 1965, Benson bumped a munitions van that caused fire due to a munition being tampered with. It blew up Brendam Harbour. Thomas had a fuel tanker, and a massive fireball shot in the air and landed on Thomas's tanker. He died a hero by pushing it. I tried to tell him to leave it, but once he did, the tanker, it blew up, taking him with it. Though he did survive the explosion, he did not survive his injuries. His body was taken to Barry Island scrapyard in Wales. I'm sorry, Albert. I didn't mean to cry like a little kid. It's okay, Percy. Crying is normal. You have a good reason to do that. He must have meant a lot to you. No wonder you're depressed. But you're not alone. I was depressed too when I heard my inspiration for my job. Mickey had died. Has there been any more deaths? Oh, yes, there has been, unfortunately. Jeffrey, Peter, Thomas, Benson, Mr. Nigel Zorro, and Mickey, gone. Oh dear, 1965 must have been quite a rough year for Sodor. I think most of the engines are depressed over deaths too. You're not alone, dear Percy. Everyone, including myself, knows how you feel. And I know your friends as well as myself are always here to help. Indeed, whatever life may bring, we are never alone. We're together, forever as one. Thanks, guys. Percy, if you're still sad, you should know that at least you had a best friend. There are people and even engines who have never once had a true friend, and you should be happy that you had one. And I've met Thomas before, and I know he was a good man, so he must be in a better place right now. Yeah, he's happy where he is now, in heaven, leaving me miserable over his loss. Don't feel sad because he's gone. Be happy he's in a better place right now. When you're sad about Thomas, say these words and you'll feel better. Huh, that's some good advice. I feel a little better now. Thanks, Albert, but I'm still miserable. When I crashed into Peckett's fruit train, I killed the guard. Because of my depression, it's led to murder. I get it. You feel very bad for your accident. Yes! All because I was so careless being melancholic about my dead best friend, it led to me killing a fucking guard. Fuck Benson for murdering my best friend, leading me to killing a man. He should be burning in the deadliest stage of hell right now. I'm sorry for my outburst. That's alright. Feel free to be angry. But still, depression is no reason to murder someone. It isn't. You should have been more careful, Percy. You should have concentrated on your job. I know, and the guard had a fiancée, so maybe she'll get her revenge on the railway, and on me for killing her lover. What makes you think that? Because the son of a guard of the Middies, Sean Creedy, sabotaged our railway. I don't want it to happen again. Percy, don't fear about what will happen in the future. It won't help and only makes things worse. Thanks. Anytime, Percy. Anytime. Well done, Albert. I'm proud of you, my former furnace colleague. Thanks, Edward. Now, how do you feel, Percy? Much better, Albert. If I keep thinking about Thomas, I'll remind myself that he's in a better place now and concentrate on my work and think positive about the future. Good. While you're still at the works and we're not being repaired, you're still going to have therapy sessions so that you're not sad anymore, and see if you've used my advice. Understood? Yes, Chief. Please, call me Albert. Now then, let's get you fixed. I just need to get that flatbed of green water that Toby brought. I'm pleased to say that after being repaired and given therapy, Percy was able to recover from the loss of our number one. Though Sir Topham Hatt had a few words with him for not paying attention, and he was sentenced to 30 days in Railgate. His trains were mostly on time, and was much happier, though that didn't mean he was always on time. Late again. We've had a nasty accident on the crossing, and I had to take a different line that was longer. Pah, that's an excuse. You're still depressed, and you're making excuses. I am not. Do you think I will fall for your trick, slow coach? It's not a trick, old square wheels. Shut up, Dirty Percy. Don't call me Dirty Percy. But you are dirty. You're covered in dust. That's what happens when you work at a quarry. Something you should know by now, you green whale. That's not a whale. That's a monster. Shut up, you brats. Finally, I can escape this misery. But you started it. Did not. Fuck off. What are you doing here, Whiff? I crashed at the crossing near Marin. I have to stay here for a while. So Percy wasn't lying. What? I thought he was making an excuse and thought he was late because of depression. Well, I guess he wasn't. I owe him an apology. All right, Henry. Time to be filled with green water. Finally, I can escape this miserable day for a couple of hours and be put to sleep. Thank God for that. Hello, Percy. What do you want? I'm so sorry for being so mean. I saw a whiff at the works after having my accident, and I realised you were right. I'm sorry. That's all right, Henry. I am pleased to say that after that, Henry and Percy were friends again. As for Albert, he was a great replacement for Mickey. He helped in emergencies, brought the breakdown train for crashes, and gave therapy to all of us that were sad over our colleagues' deaths. We all knew that most of them were in better places, and sooner or later, the other replacements would come. But that's the story for another day.